everyone. Welcome to the Knox and Jones Show. Today is February 13th, one day before Valentine's Day. Don't forget to go out there, you guys, and get your girls a gift. And it is episode number 12 of Facebook Live. I am here with Jessica Kendrick, Sarah Geltz, and Grayson, who's going to say his last name for us.
Zrilak.
Because I butcher it every single time. Jessica and Sarah with the Kendrick Law Group and Champion Title and Closing, which happens to be our favorite closing group that we use.
Yay.
We even have our own little
sign. They just missed our pictures on there. I don't know what happened.
But you're getting us some new pictures.
Right.
Yes.
There. Second round.
Now we have to take pictures.
So you guys started Kendrick Law first, and then decided to kind of transfer into also doing title, correct?
We did. So when we started Kendrick Law Group, we really started it with, let's make a boutique law firm that everyone's comfortable coming into. It's not this stuffy law firm. Like, come meet with your attorney. Let us help you through the process. And from that, we found a niche in the market through a lot of our clients and friends that let's kind of take that concept, concierge, and put it into Champion.
So we work with a lot of realtors. We have friends that are realtors, brokers. We were doing a lot of the back-end work related to title, reviewing all the contracts, and kind of became, well, why aren't you just doing the closing? And it kind of became, why aren't we just doing the closing? But we wanted it to feel like our firm felt. We wanted it to be comfortable. We wanted to distinguish ourselves because there's a million title companies. So we said, we want to be transparent. We want to build in the attorney review. We don't want to have hidden costs. We want to over-communicate so that when you come to the closing table, if there's an issue, you knew about the issue ahead of time, it's been fixed. When you come that day, it's smooth. We get everything done. We want to treat you the way we treat our clients in our law practice. And that goes for, treating our realtors, our buyers, our sellers, the lenders, everybody. We want people to come away and say, we had a great experience working with you.
And I think that's important to Liz and I as well, because we try to find partners. We want to be in business together for the long term.
And that's truly what we want.
Well, and I think really, just even our working together. I mean, it is, tell us what you need. Let us get it back to you.
Good
because you look great to your clients then. I mean, we want to be an aspect for you guys where they're like, great, they picked the best title company. They're awesome. I'm going to give every one of my clients or friends or family their card because that's who I'm going to. And that's kind of our goal.
Right, exactly.
So we can step in on that front, but we have seen and we heard it's expensive to get an attorney involved. People don't want to do it. So that was kind of our, what can we do to distinguish ourselves and what can we bring to the table different is we're attorney owned, we're attorney managed. This isn't, this is not Kendrick Law Group, but it's an entirely separate entity, attorney owned and managed, and we're going to build that review right in. So,
yeah. And we don't upcharge for that. We really made it where that's kind of our added value that we're able to give is we're not charging for that attorney aspect.
Which is great. And then you guys are huge on no hidden costs. Everything's up front. When you guys give out a preliminary statement or something like that, it's got everything on it spelled out, exactly what they're paying for.
We are really huge on that because I think as a seller or a buyer, they want to know to the table that they're within a really close margin of what they need to bring and everything's covered. Now, granted, there's always something came up and we need to, the estoppel that we didn't know about. Right. There's a double estoppel. But right away, that person knows of it.
Right.
It's not at the closing table,
right.
Oh, well, there was $1,500 extra. We really are right away they know about it. The realtors know about it. So if there's any questions, because they're more comfortable with you guys. Mm-hmm. They chose you guys for a reason. They're going to call you guys right away.
And they're trusting you to come to us.
Right, exactly.
And that whole concept came about when we were, researching how do we want to structure this company, what were we going to do. We pulled out our HUDs from when we bought properties, and we're like, what is that? What is that? I don't know. I didn't know I was paying for that.
It's just, I should have read my HUDs.
as well.
I was like, that's how much it costs.
Okay.
Close. Okay. So, no, I think we all do that. You get really excited, you find the house of your dreams, and you're like, whatever I need to get to get that end goal.
Right.
And it's stressful for people, though. It's the biggest purchase that they're going to make.
Right.
One of the biggest purchases that they're going to make. And they're rushed to make it happen. They've gone through a lot. And now we're trying to do them 30, 45 days tops, get everything out. We want them to come and sit down and just be like, yes, it's great. We're signing. We're done. We're leaving here with our
The
house.
shoes are moving
Yes.
and I'm ready to go.
Yes. The pod can move to the house now.
Yeah.
So, besides champion title and Kendrick Law, which I'm sure doesn't take a whole lot of your time.
No,
Just a little bit.
Right. But you guys are super active in the community as well, which is
We are.
awesome. So, tell me a little bit about Make-A-Wish.
So Make-A-Wish is my baby. I'm a board member there, and I've chaired the gala now for this is the second year. Last year we raised over $1 million, which was never done in one night before.
Wow.
And so of course my competitive self goes, well, now we can raise 1.2 million. But
And you also think you're amazing.
I mean, if I didn't think that, then we would have some issues. If I was going through
so
life.
good at raising money.
She's really good at putting you on the spot. I mean, like, I'm
I
sorry,
might
she's hard to say no to.
I don't even think it's me per se. I mean, we can
Well,
joke
it's
about that.
But
but
it's
like,
about the kids.
how do
It's
you
about
ever
the
say
cause.
no to this?
Right.
I mean,
How do you
this.
not raise $1 million when it's for Make-A-Wish?
Right. I mean, I think the big thing is it's an amazing organization. We have amazing sponsors behind it. It's Hamlin and Associates, Wishmaker's Ball. He's been the presenting sponsor for so long I can't even remember how many years. And that's commitment. I mean, that's a lot of money to commit to one organization.
Year after year. Yeah.
And so really taking that and jumping on board with that, it was a no-brainer for us. So it's one of the places we, one, donate the most of our time and money, but also the reason it's there. And I mean, I'm sure Grayson here can speak to it more than me because, like, right away I was like, of course I want to help. Then I get to know kids like Grayson and other children that have been, blessed by Make-A-Wish, and, I don't think I could ever say no to them, which might be an issue.
Well, and that kind of brings us to our next special guest, which is Grayson.
Hello.
He's been a friend for several years of my family, and if you follow me on Facebook, I've posted many stories about Grayson, and the good news is he's in remission.
Yay.
Yay! So we're really excited for him for that. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your story and when you got diagnosed?
So, one day it was actually Valentine's Day in 2015. I was getting ready for baseball, and I just got out of bed. I did everything I was supposed to do in the morning. Everything's on. And I went to go brush my teeth, and there was this huge lump on, it was like the size of a golf ball on my neck, and I was like, okay. I thought I got bit by something, but I don't know. So I went to my mom, and I said, hey, this weird lump's here, and then they just got so nervous, so they're like, okay, well, since it's Sunday or Saturday, or I can't remember.
It was a weekend.
Yeah, it was a weekend, so I believe it was, we had to go to, I think it's urgent care.
Mm-hmm.
So urgent care was on the way to baseball, so my mom's like, okay, we'll just go to urgent care, get some pills, and then we'll go to baseball. Well, they asked me tons of questions, all I said was no. So then, you have to go to the hospital right now. So I went to the hospital. I was in there for 3 days, and they're like, they told my parents, they're like, your son has cancer, which that's very
scary.
shocking.
Yes. And what type of cancer was it?
It was Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it was pretty scary just knowing you have cancer. And most people, when they hear the word cancer, they're just like, oh, okay. But, if you actually really know what cancer is, it's pretty frightful. So I went through many chemo, radiation treatments. I also had that neck out of the lump out of my neck removed. And I went through, I believe it was 12 radiation treatments, a lot of chemotherapy, surgeries, and then I was finally in remission. So that's the awesome part. But sadly, I was only in remission for about, I think it was 4, 5, 6 months. And then my cancer came back again. So this time it was the same cancer, but it was stage 3, which is, last time I had stage 2, so this is stage 3.
More serious.
Yeah, so it's serious. So when you have, so I went through more chemo, radiation, surgeries, but when you have this type of cancer twice, you have to get a stem cell transplant, which is taking all of your stem cells out and filtering them, I guess, and putting back in. And the donor was myself. So they took all the blood out of me, filtered it, and then put it back in me. So I shouldn't get cancer again, I hope. So
No, we hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm finally in remission.
and tell us what Make-A-Wish did for you. You went on a fun trip, I think.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish is so important because, like, it's seriously a wish, almost. Like, they ask you, hey, what do you want to do? All this. You're just like, is this really happening? So, I wanted to go on, like, the largest cruise ship, which, sadly, they didn't sponsor it. But I actually got to go on the second one, which I think is better than the world's largest cruise ship. And, like, it was so fun. I got to do so much things. I got to go zip lining. There was one which, since I'm skating and stuff, I wasn't tall enough, so I went to like a zip line, the world's largest zip line. But I got to go to the Jamaica one when it was raining, so it was more slippery.
Oh wow.
So like you went down
That's
faster.
scary.
It was
anxiety.
No,
for me.
I think I'm good on that.
For me, it was awesome.
So he's a little more brave than us.
Yeah.
I think we had already been discussing zip lining today. I was like, no.
It was the best thing that's ever happened to me. So.
And I think that's what is so special about Make-A-Wish is it just really gives back to the kids that, you know,
And I
have
think
been
there's
through, like,
so
everything.
there's so many amazing organizations. I'm sure you've been blessed by so many, and you know, not comparing any of them, but I just love Make-A-Wish because it grants a bit of, I guess, checkout. Like you and your family got to leave everything behind, kind of, and enjoy that time together.
Take a break from
Take
the
a break,
hospitals.
recharge, refuel,
And it didn't cost us anything.
Right,
Which is really
and not worry
And
about.
I got to ride in a limo too. That was the.
All right, there you go.
And add a limo to every kid's trip, and I think we can be a winner. But yeah, I mean, that really is what sold us into it and why we've dedicated so much of our time and financial support to make these come true, because I can't imagine one ever going through it as a parent, as a child. So our community needs to come together and make sure those resources are always there.
Yeah.
Now, there's an event coming up in April 21st, right?
April
It's
21st.
supposed to be on my calendar. I think it's on there.
It will be.
They're great at
We have a table.
Yeah, they're great.
We do have a table, so I better be there.
They are sponsors. But April 21st, Waldorf Astoria. One, the program's amazing. Two, the auction items are. But we have an amazing after party sponsored by Acme Glass, and it's going to be off the charts this year. And it's kind of one of the aspects that are different about our ball. So you're up till 1 in the morning partying. Yeah, it really takes it where it's like you're really focused on the mission of the organization, then kind of cut loose, because let's be honest, it is intense. So, you know, and we're going to raise over $1.2 million.
I love it.
So everyone can come. We only have 18 tables left. It sells out every year. By this point, we normally have a lot more, so it's sold 10 times faster this year.
Is there a website that they can go to?
Wishmakersball.com, I believe, but don't quote me on that. We can post that website.
Yeah, we can post it.
Make-A-Wish Central and North Florida.
I will say another wish that Grayson has is he wants more YouTube subscribers. I was saying YouTube likes or followers.
It's subscribers. How many do you have now?
1,000. Last time I checked, I believe it was 1,344.
All right, well, I'm a subscriber right now.
Yeah. Well, we have 6.
Yeah,
so
we have 6.
We have 5. We have Facebook.
I can get you.
He's gonna give us a tutorial on
how to get more subscribers.
Yeah, I think it should be our challenge. Like that we all share it. Let's have our friends share it. Let's make this go viral.
Right.
Let's try to get him to 5,000. Would you be? No.
He wants 1 million.
A million.
What's your goal?
$1 million.
1 million subscribers.
But if I get 5,000, I'll be happy.
Find me and follow it.
So we'll put that in our post as well, so that you guys can go, instead of really liking and sharing us today, we really want you to go
subscribe to
Grayson.
Yes, and that's how you'll win.
Yep. So we have a great bottle of champagne. So that will be this week's drawing. And from last week, our chocolate-covered popcorn from Peterbrook was won by our youngest viewer, which was Chloe Reardon, who is 16, and we really appreciate that she shared our show to all her friends.
So I think we should sweeten the deal, though, because we're trying to get him subscribers. So
Okay,
I
what are we
think
sweetening here?
we got to pick a number that's easily attainable in a week. So how many are you at? 1,000 right now? So I think if we get to 2,500, whoever you draw should also get 4 tickets. 2 tickets to a Magic game.
I love it.
Okay, well, I'm subscribed. I love to win the Magic game.
You can't win.
You are.
They always tell me I
take you to
But I think everyone that subscribes, and Grayson can be the one that picks, but everyone that subscribes to his YouTube channel gets an entry, and then we can draw it on your.
I love it.
You draw it on your next show, and
Thank you.
Yeah, so Grayson, you just gotta let us know who subscribes.
Okay.
And then
Big
we'll
one.
put it in your drawing.
we'll keep track.
Yeah.
But we got to get to
If you
what
guys
we
do
say.
2,500.
If you guys give me-
2,500.
If you guys give me that much subscribers, I will be grateful.
Oh,
we'll
we'd
get it
love
for
to.
you.
We'd
We'll do
love
it.
to.
New wish. Let's make that happen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, and you can reach the Knox and Jones team at 407-708-3344. Thank you,
Thanks, guys.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.